I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here at Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard.
This is Derrick Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd and 1. Jackson flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Taking a shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll buy some time right. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Deshaun Watson.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught at the 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off. And his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to fit it in the hole. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Derrick Henry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
27 more.
A very solid gain of 27. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the red zone now, Watson. And Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. On second down, here's Henry. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Henry. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Jackson. Off play action. Flushed out right. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
25-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. His pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
From the gun, Jackson. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 11, Chargers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
48.
Running on first down, Eckler. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Eckler, the ball.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. A gain of 6 there on first.
To DJ Ward. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Watson, completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On first down, it's Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st down, Ravens.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run forward with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. Watson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. And the Chargers,
they'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
and it's 3rd down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Chargers.
This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
We certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Watson off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
8 yards.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it's Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the